Welcome everybody to the Off the Mic Wrestling Show YouTube channel here. Another short piece of content here. I want to talk about Jack Perry here for a second, and please, for the love of God, don't turn the channel. I want you guys to hear me out here. I do not understand how it has gotten this bad for this guy. This guy had the crowd in the palm of his hand. He had a catchy entrance theme. He had a great wrestling ability to him. He was over. People liked him. Even when he cut an occasional promo, he was, kind of tolerable. And then everything evaporated in the last year or so. I remember I saw him about 18 months ago at a show, AEW Dynamite, over at the Forum. And it's great to see Jack Perry and seeing people getting the whole Jungle Boy theme. I'm not going to do the whole thing. It's hard to do. What happened? What happened to this guy? And I guess some of his true colors started to reveal. They turned him heel because he was starting to lose entrance. Because again, he just became an entrance theme. And there wasn't a whole lot of evolution. And this is a problem with a lot of people in AEW. Nobody evolves. Nobody really changes. I give credit to people like Hangman Page for having this interesting character development that he's had with his character over the last handful of months and weeks and years that he's been in AEW. But some of the character evolutions, like with the Young Bucks, nobody cares. Okada's kind of entertaining, but a lot of characters do not develop, and Jack Perry really didn't develop, so they had to turn him heel. They gave him this really weird gimmick where he came out to, I think it was Beethoven. It was a random like classical music song that he came out to. He won the FTW title from Hook, and then of course we get to Wembley Stadium last year, and he is directly responsible. Don't try to sugarcoat it. I mean, I know CM Punk was kind of on his way out, and Tony Khan is kind of responsible for this as well. Jack Perry's name is always going to be attached to CM Punk for the rest of his career, no matter what he does. That incident last year at Wembley Stadium will always follow Jack Perry for the rest of his career, for the rest of his life. He's never going to get away from that. And that's his own damn fault, because he decided, hey, I'm above CM Punk. I'm above taking advice from a legend. I'm above all of this because my friends are executives and EVPs in this company. And the feud between the Young Bucks and CM Punk never got squashed. Jack Perry got thrown into the crosshair, and look what happened. He got punked. And as a result, he was gone. He was the scapegoat for close to a year. Comes back. Some people say, oh, he cuts better promos. Are they mildly better? Okay. But kid's a charisma vacuum. And the discourse online in trying to defend this guy and why he should have a world title match against Bryan Danielson. Mind you, Bryan Danielson's first title defense in what is going to be his final really significant run as a professional wrestler, at least at full time. Not saying he's going to retire, but this is a big deal. To be the first challenger for a world championship on pay-per-view. It's Jack Perry. The guy has nothing interesting about him. This character, he yells into the camera. I can never take him seriously because it's on video. He got punked by CM Punk. He got choked by him. And because he thought he was better than the system, now he's getting opportunities. He's being given everything after he ran your biggest draw out of the company. This is why I will never be able to take AEW seriously anymore. Until they modify the way that they do things, I'm never going to be able to take them seriously. Because this guy gets rewarded for shit. He's a TNT champion. He's facing Bryan Danielson for the world title at All Out in Chicago in less than 10 days' time. What the fuck are we doing? What has Jack Perry done to warrant being in the world title picture whatsoever? It sends the completely wrong message to your fan base. And some of the fans, like the diehards, will try to say, oh, scapegoat, woo! You are full of shit. And then I see people invoking the name of The Miz, like, oh, y'all are mad that Bryan Danielson's challenging Jack Perry like Miz is getting a title shot. Okay, first of all, Miz busted his ass. And I'm not saying Jack Perry hasn't put in the hard work, but Miz, I'm tired of people disrespecting Miz. That guy has more charisma in his finger than Jack Perry has in his entire body. Please, don't even try to classify those two and two together with those guys. Some people are trying to say, well, you know, Roman Reigns at 25 years old or 26 years old wasn't doing what Jack Perry was. Roman, in five years into his career, was main eventing WrestleMania. Jack Perry is just now getting into a main event level, and it's only because of all of the stuff that he did last year. That is not how to build a star. That is not how to build a character. That is not how to get over in this business. There's a reason why nobody cares, and there's a reason why a lot of people are upset and a lot of people are mad, unless you really want to suck on Tony Khan's nuts and tell him that he's God's gift to wrestling. He's not. There's a reason why nobody cares about this match with Jack Perry and Bryan Danielson at All Out. It's because Jack Perry doesn't matter. He's not interesting. There's nothing interesting about him. The best thing that he had in his career is he had a cool entrance theme. But they took that away because once you got past that, he was a cool wrestler who did some things. Couldn't cut a promo. Still can't cut a promo. Why are we investing time in this guy? Again, my biggest thing, and I'm trying to be fair, until AEW acknowledges its issues, they're not going to get better. And putting Jack Perry in this spot isn't helping. So anyway, like, share, and subscribe to hear great takes like this one here on the YouTube channel. Off the Mic 28 on Twitter, OT Mike Wrestling on Twitter. Please hit that like, share, subscribe, share with your friends if they're wrestling fans. I love to start the conversation. Even AEW fans, like, I enjoy a good, healthy discussion, but please don't let it devolve into tribalism. Like, this is not me being tribalistic. This is me trying to be realistic and say, hey, the way that this company is being run is not effective, and you're seeing it, and the numbers show it. That's all I'm trying to say. That's not being tribalistic. That's just me telling the truth. So, but that being said, I'd love to hear your opinions on, hey, if you want to say AEW should get better. Because if you're not willing to acknowledge that, then I can't take you seriously. So, anyway, Jack Perry, hopefully, I'm willing to kind of see it through, but again, it's not a good sign when there's no heat going into a world title match literally a week from now. So, talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.